it up. Let's try a microphone test real quick. Okay. Let us back out. There we are. And I've got it pulled up on my phone, just in case we have people click in. Greetings and salutations once again, everybody. I have attempted to adjust my microphone level since it was pretty quiet on my end last night. And I really don't like to turn down the game volume levels much, because I like to hear everything. So anyway, we killed Gascoigne, we killed the Cleric Beast. Let's get back to work. Greetings and salutations. Feel free to chime in, by the way, at any point during this. Alright. We will be going into the next area of the game, and we may even tackle a dungeon or two with the chalices. We'll see. I do want to try to keep things kind of split up into more manageable, digestible pieces.
You're safe, thank goodness. But I'm afraid nothing will change. I cannot open the door. I'll do what I can, of course. Perhaps this will help you, if only in some small way. Now go. I pray for your safety. Are you still in need of something? But I have nothing more to offer. Please,
Okay. So that'll be the last time we're able to get anything from her. Because we're about to go into the next area. Kinda. Actually, now that I think about it. Nah, hold on. We need to lock some areas. Oh yeah, because we have 0 insight, the doll is inactive again, but we can still channel blood echoes. So we'll be alright. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining the stream. Feel free to chime in if you wish. So let's just go back to where we fought Father Gascoigne, because we're going to grab a few things. Just try to work ahead a little bit. Unlock a couple little possibilities, and of course we're going to pick up an invaluable hunter's tool. Alright, we're going to use the key. Fun fact, whenever I first played this game back in 2015, it came out before all the patches, and, you know, as you could probably tell from the loading screen, you had item descriptions. Well, before the patch for that, I actually had a glitch happen where I beat Father Gascoigne, but he didn't drop the key to this area, and so I was permanently locked out, which is annoying, but they've fixed quite a few things. We see a note right there, as denoted by the little glitter. Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. Terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. I've just always found it interesting, that last line, it makes my head shudder uncontrollably. Like, it's not a very, it's not a common colloquialism. Here's the tool that we really, really wanted. Blood Gem Workshop tool. Misplaced workshop tool from the hunter's dream. The hunter who retrieves this can fortify weapons by kneading blood gems into them. Blood gems add properties to weapons when used to fortify them, as blood defines an organism. And so we can actually use this now by placing it into our weapon. And of course, you can change out blood gems however you need, for those of you that don't know. Welcome to the Cathedral Ward. We'll talk to this little feller here in a second.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yharnam's done for, I tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Yharnam chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind. I know I shouldn't be asking you, but if you happen upon someone while hunting, tell them about this here Yharnam chapel, if they seem worth being told, that is. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are.
So in this playthrough, we're going to do the correct choices on how to, because, you know, that it is tied to a trophy. We'll be opening that way soon. We won't be able to open up this way where we need to go. Not yet, anyway. But these guys have a large parry window. Literally all you have to do is wait for them to raise their weapon, and they are parryable then and there. Got more Madman's knowledge. I typically keep Madman's knowledge until I need to buy something. Super easy to parry those guys. Literally, their parry window is like ginormous. Hey, look, a shield. It's utterly useless, but here we are. Crude wooden shield used by the masses who have risen to join the hunt. Hunters do not normally employ shields, ineffectual against the strength of the beasts as they tend to be. Shields are nice, but not if they engender passivity. This game was definitely a step in a in the total opposite direction of a lot of Dark Souls players used to do, and like turtling up. Ginormous winder. So we're gonna grab this here set and then run away. We'll be coming back to that later, but not for the moment. There's also a key that we could have grabbed in the hunter stream. We're not going to grab this minute, but hat worn by hunters who admire formality. Some hunters place an emphasis on form, as seen by the use of the threaded cane. For them, formality, beauty, and justice are the very essence of our humanity, precisely what keeps hunters from becoming something else. One of the standard articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop, this one without the cape that wipes away blood, a fine piece of hunter attire that provides stable defense to anyone facing Yharnam's beastly threat. As one to stalk beasts unannounced by cover of night. And as you can see, literally the only difference between this and what we have right now is that it has 10 less defense against blunt damage, but it has extra 8 points of frenzy resistance and an extra 14 for beasthood. We want these. Now we can't get through here because we don't have the key, which I'm not interested in because I don't like to waste echoes on it on a fresh new game cycle. It's really not that useful, but we'll pick it up simply for lore reasons later. Oh, I'm sorry. Tapped my mic. Let's go down here. Got you. Wonder if we have any more Molotovs. We do not. I know I've got some in storage. I didn't get them. Whatever. Hey, look, a monocular. Monocular used to view things up close. Not a hunter's tool, but a simple antique used to be used as one sees fit. I like to use the monocular for looking at things, observing details. we have ourselves a little crawling madness. He's come to laugh at me. He's come to laugh at how stupid I've been. It's okay, we'll come back and we'll get our echoes. Boy, that rust is real. It's been a long time. I love this game though. Give me a drink here. We'll go to Hunter's Dream. Pardon me a minute. Okay. We're going to grab a Molotov cocktail out of storage because we want to hit that crawling madness with it. Does us no good with it being in storage. Alright, back to the Cathedral Ward. No big deal. Pardon me again. Got it. Right. Let's go get our echoes and everything back. Oh, I should have put the blood gems on. Oh well. We'll put the blood gems on when we go back, because we're not going to progress too awful far yet. God, these guys have a weak spot on their leg, and I just now remembered it. Come on, buddy, fight me. Got him. Let's go grab that. Ah, he's got my echoes. I'm gonna have to kill him. We'll come back up to kill him. Here's the funnest room in the game. Got another blood gem. Yeah, for the most part, these blood gems have more or less the same item description. Like, but that, you know, they kind of, they kind of explain some things. Blood gems are especially rare bloodstones that grow in cold blood. Blood gems are needed into weapons using workshop tools, but only when of matching shape. Most radial blood gems have effects that bear upon physical attacks. You can also get super rare ones where they'll oh no. Oh, there goes all those echoes. Oh, they're gone forever. Well, the cool part is nothing left to lose. We'll just go grab those, grab whatever that item is over there. I forget how to fight these dudes so bad. I remember they have like bones that are exposed on their legs, but only certain attacks really leave one open. Gotcha. Probably going to take my head off. I was wearing a hat underneath my headset. It's starting to bunch my hair up. There we go. Now we have enough to level our saw cleaver up. And even to put something into our hunter pistol. Now, I highly recommend not going up past a +6 on certain weapons you know for a fact you're not going to be using in the end game. And our pistol, unfortunately, will be one of those. Because chunks, bloodstone chunks, become very, very rare. Come here, buddy. We're gonna hide right here. Dogs can't hit you from there. Dogs are very annoying in this game. Honestly, they're annoying in every Souls game, but we're going to be talking to another NPC. Meaning a brand new NPC. A man by the name of Alfred.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligarius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned? Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance. Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
So that's a helpful item he just gave us that we'll be using later. And we got a new gesture as well. Coarse paper that applies fire to weapons when rubbed. A hunter tool found in the Healing Church workshop. Since the tragedy that struck old Yharnam, fire has become a staple in beast hunts and is thought to cleanse impurity. Certain types of beasts have an abnormal fear of flame. We come back to that mechanic on beasts and fire. And another reference to old Yharnam, which we will be visiting very shortly.
There must be oodles for us to share. Go on. Just tell me what piques your interest. As you know, the Healing Church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit. Byrgenwerth is an old place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Byrgenwerth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Byrgenwerth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Byrgenwerth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate. I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
So for those of you that are Souls players, that voice actor is of course the same one that voices Slayer. We see the Hunter's rune upon his garment. He has a particular armor set that we will eventually get. We find him praying at this altar, and the headpiece on that particular statue we'll eventually get, but it is a symbol of the church hunters, the executioners, which we'll learn about more as we do Alfred's quest line. Doing the quest lines in this game is not really that difficult. A lot of people kind of overblow how difficult it is to follow. It's really not that difficult. It's probably the easiest Souls game to follow the quest lines for NPCs on. More madman's knowledge. And we've been finding these statues all over the place. These statues that look like they're in some form of lamentation have abnormally long arms, which we'll be exploring that idea pretty soon. Antidote. A small medicinal tablets that counteract poison, used to treat ashen blood, the baffling sickness that ravaged old Yharnam long ago. These tablets only provide short-term relief. The ashen blood ailment eventually triggered the spread of the beastly scourge. So, old Yharnam again makes another appearance in the world building of the game. We know about the beasthood and fire, old Yharnam burning as it was left on that note. And now we have something that kind of explains a little bit about the beastly scourge. That is the ashen blood ailment. And these pills treat poison. And so we can deduce that ashen blood is a disease that ravages the health much like a poison would. More pungent blood cocktails. We'll be coming back here later, but for now we're going to leave. We're going to use our bloodstone shards and our blood gems. I think it's time we actually used what we picked up after we watched me die over and over and over again. It's also worth mentioning we do have a few new things in the work in the bath merchant. Let us upgrade that. Blood gem fortification. There we go. We're not going to worry about blood gems for the guns quite yet. But Garmin is back. Let's see what he has to say.
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion. Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods, and the few that found their way to the surface were lost again in the hands of men. But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only to beasts. The perfect place for a hunter, wouldn't you say? One of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. A town of beasts. The perfect place for a hunter.
Let's take a look at Garamond a little bit. Raggedy clothing with a cane and a peg leg. Of course, seated in a wheelchair. How to Pick Up Fair Maidens. A very popular book around the Yharnam. Let's go check and see what's different in the Bath Messenger shop. We do have quite a few more things. We're going to buy one of this. This is the key I told you about that unlocks that one gate. A cloth emblem that belonged to the captain of the church hunters long ago opens the main gate that leads to the round plaza of the great cathedral. The main gate is shut tight on nights of the hunt and can only be opened from the other side with this emblem. In other words, the captain's return and this emblem determined the end of the hunt. We also have another additional weapon, the Kirkhammer, which we're not really going to be playing with right now, but we possibly could. Nah, I want to save my other weapon spot for even better weapon. But this is a pretty good weapon. I remember this was one of the first weapons I bought from the Bath Messengers, and it was really fun to use. Trick weapon typically used by healing church hunters. On the one side, easily handled silver sword. On the other, a giant obtuse stone weapon, characterized by a blunt strike and extreme force of impact. The church takes a heavy-handed, merciless stance toward the plague beast, an irony not lost upon the wielders of this most symbolic weapon. And it's called the Kirkhammer because Kirk is an old Scottish word for church. We also have the repeating pistol. Repeating pistol typically used by healing church hunters, crafted with mostly metal parts and Exhibiting a complex design, the repeating pistol fires 2 shots at once, making it a ravenous consumer of quicksilver bullets. Should be used sparingly compared to its workshop counterpart, as a trump card in one's arsenal. A pretty decent gun for early tinge builds. It does become outclassed by an even better gun that we are going to pick up at one point. But in the meantime, let's return to Central Yharnam for a bit. Go to the first floor sick room. Let's talk to Yosefka, see what she has to say on the matter. Oh, that reminds me. Small portable lantern. This hunting accessory provides light while leaving both hands free to hold weapons. Torch, however, provides a stronger source of light. We no longer have to use that as much if we don't wish to, but...
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yosefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then. If you find anyone who's still human, send them straight to Yosefka's clinic. You can assure them there's no place safer. Please, do me this service.
Very odd that she would not open the door for us, so as not to risk exposing the patients to infection, but suddenly we're okay now to send people here for refuge, regardless of any risk of infection. We'll find out more about that as we go along, but in the meantime, let's talk to Gilbert.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before I take this, I make no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this time gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human. Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about me.
Alright, another item. Special weapon used by certain members of the Healing Church. spits searing flames by using blood-imbued quicksilver bullets as a special medium. Not the most efficient weapon by any stretch, but sometimes a sea of flame is just what the doctor ordered. Besides, the beasts of Yharnam can always use a good cleansing. And we do have enough arcane to use it, should we so wish. And you know, it's not a bad idea. Pardon me. Anyways.
This town's finished.
But we're more interested in being able to do viscerals. I may showcase an arcane character at some point, but in the meantime, I'm just going to stay the course. We have a few people we want to talk to. Yo, this way. Yeah, I forgot those guys can occasionally drop bloodstone shards. We're going to talk to the little girl that we met.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. Still can't find my mum. Oh, okay. I can wait. But isn't there something I can do? Maybe Mum and Dad are stuck out there, waiting for me to come and find them. What do you think, Mr. Hunter?
We're going to tell of Odin Chapel.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. I love you almost as much as Mum and Dad. And Granddad. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. I love you almost as much as Mum and Dad. And Granddad.
Now we're going to go talk to the lovely old deer.
What is it now? Are much better ways to pass the time. Unless you found me a nice, safe place.
Tell of Odin Chapel.
Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
Okay. Now we are going to go down to the sewer. Okay, nothing yet. I couldn't remember what triggered it. We'll come back here later. We'll be coming back here later. For now, let's go to Old Yharnam. And I'll be showing you another use for the torch. Because we are going to Old Yharnam. A lot of people think, oh well, now that I have the hand lantern, I don't really need the torch as much anymore. And the torch has its own benefits besides just shedding light. So let's go ahead and use some echoes. Okay, let's go to Old Yharnam. This town is long abandoned. Hunters not wanted here. The sign can't stop me. I can't read. Hunter's torch. Torch formed by wrapping a pine resin drenched cloth around the end of a long stick, once used in Old Yharnam. Designed to incinerate beasts and victims touched by the scourge. Its fire damage is highly effective against beasts. Scales with arcane. Climb back up.
You there? Hunter! Didn't you see the warning? Turn back at once. Old Yharnam, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those above. Turn back. For the hunter will face the hunt.
Alrighty. So that beast recoiled at the sight of fire, by the way. Crucified and burnt beasts. Humans hung.
You are a skilled hunter, adept, merciless, half cut with blood, as the best hunters are.
Oh, this guy. blood tinged gemstone, which will affect our come fight me, Giggles. We have an enemy hunter right here. And we're not going to confront the hunter at the top of this tower. It will not be needed. Not right now. Confront him one day we shall. That day is not today. And Orlando. That's what this might as well be, is an Orlando. Pretty early in the game to start doing some crazy parkour segments. So, item over there, we want to get it. We missed the jump. That's okay. We can always get it back. We'll look at that here in a minute. Material used in the Holy Chalice ritual. One of the basic ingredients used to satiate a Holy Chalice is this incoagulable blood. When all is melted in blood, all is reborn. That's a very tongue-twisty word to say. Before we do anything else, I'm hoping that we can trick the hostile hunter There's footsteps. It sounds like it's getting closer. That sounds farther away. What in the world? How did you end up there? Well, that's a first. I'm glad I caught it on the stream. Oh, he's dead. I wonder if closing out, going back in, will put his item back up on the ground. I hope so. I mean, it's not like he dropped something super duper important, but it would be annoying to lose it. I could always get it, but I mean, there'd be a lot of waiting around in the game to get it. I don't even know. Ha 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 ha. There it is. Got it. Now get out of the way. I can honestly say that was the first. I didn't expect that to happen. Usually, you can bait him into trying to charge up and attack, and he falls. Like, as long as you're perched up on the ladder, like, he won't be able to hit you. And that's what that is. Like, he usually just charges an attack and basically yeets himself right off the edge. But, I don't know, it didn't quite go that way this time. Okay, let's try again. I messed up. I know I messed up because that was a very short. Very short. Well, whatever. We can kill some enemies down here. I just want to collect everything. Oh no. Gotcha. So obviously, if you're interested in upgrading your weapon, this is the place to go to. You want to head here first. Now, the second mandatory boss of this game, she's pretty tanky. And she's not too difficult. However, she can heal herself, and we are going to make sure that we have 3 blood gem slots unlocked before we even think about taking her on, because it's doable without all that, without fortifying your weapon that much, but it's so much easier. It's so much easier if you just go that route. Let's see if I mess up the jump again. Anyways, let's look this up now that we're in the safe spot. Additional medium that that strengthens Quicksilver bullets. According to the workshop, this is a special bone marrow ash collected from Hemwick Charnel Lane, invaluable to hunters with weak blood tinge who require the use of stronger firearms. However, if you have a tinge build, that becomes stupid broken, stupid quick. I've seen people do gun-only runs with this game, and it's just like bone marrow ash plays a huge part. Did I get it? Yes, finally. For this, just a little hat for our messengers. Accessory adored by naive messengers imitating the bandages of scourge victims, unaware of their meaning. The spatters of blood give it a particularly nice touch. The inhabitants of the stump appear to have an interest in adornment. Why not let them be happy and revel as babes? Now we can actually kind of explore this area a bit. You probably noticed that the ones that are wearing the shrouds, they don't react the same way as the ones without do. I believe there is some blood echoes up for grabs around here. Right there. Much of a pain in the butt this is going to be. This is one of my favorite armor sets that we're going to go after, and I want it. Please don't kill me. There, we've reached the bottom. We didn't die, so we're in a pretty good situation here. These guys are not as afraid. What do we got here? More blood gemstones. Rifle spear, which is honestly one of my favorite weapons. We have the bare minimum to use it. I do love this weapon. It's not good at all. I love it though. Trick weapon crafted by the workshop Heretics, the powder kegs. Prototype weapon serving as a simple firearm and spear, possibly created in imitation of a lost Canehurst weapon. Lacks any notable functions, saving that it is the only trick weapon with an attached gun. It sucks so bad, but I do love it, and I'm thinking about upgrading it. The red moon hangs low. Beasts rule the streets. But we left no other choice than to burn it all to cinders. The desperation as they begin to burn. Then we have the Charred Hunter set. One of the staple articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop. Product of the scourge of the beast that once plagued old Yharnam and culminated in the town's fiery cleansing. Cape's dampness makes it highly resistant fire. Wearers of this attire hunted down victims of the scourge who survived the raging flames and stench of singed blood. It's one of my favorite. We need to get out of here. It's not a good weapon. Man, I really want to though. I'm going to use the rifle spear. I rarely ever use it, and I do love it. It sucks so bad, but I love it. Rifle spear it is. We're going to use the rifle spear. I love the rifle spear. It's like I said, it sucks so bad. It's not a viable weapon at all, and it quickly becomes underpowered in comparison to everything else. But I love it. Gotcha. Let you fight me, nerd. Gotcha. I mean, how many stinking shards do we have? We have 21. And we can always come back and farm these wolves for them. Alright, hey, look at you. We got beast blood pellets, which we're going to be using. Large medicinal pellets, supposedly formed of coagulated beast blood, banned by the Healing Church due to their unclear origin. Grants a spurt of beasthood. Ripping apart the flesh of one's enemies and being rained upon by their splattering blood invigorates one's sense of beasthood, feeding strength and euphoric feeling alike. With the saw cleaver, this becomes stupidly broken. Ooh, he dropped an out of shape. That was wild. I think that might have solidified the saw cleaver, because that becomes good. That's a waning gem, and those dudes never drop those. Now we're going to stay the course with what we were planning on doing. Saw cleaver and a super secret special mouse tool that'll help us later. We can summon Alfred, but we do not have insight to summon him with, so I'm not worried about it. That's another one they don't drop very often. They dropped an out of shape, which is rare, and then they dropped a heavy, which is kind of wild. Let's take on the boss of this area. See, Susie's skin flaps is already sitting there waiting for us. This boss can be annoying for a lot of newer players. We'll see if I still have the touch. No beast blood pellets. for the tails. Just don't panic. You can parry that grab. I feel like playing dangerous. Phase 3, I probably, if I would have stuck close, I would have been able to do a lot of damage. Gotcha. Yeah, she does. Well, that's another one. That's okay. That would have been our opportunity. That was close. Gotcha. So that was a little danger close for my liking. I like to parry that one. Her first couple of phases, she has easier tails. This third one, she gets a little too wild. But all's well that ends well, right? So we did pick up a chalice. The Tumaru chalice. Ritual chalice found in the Church of the Good Chalice. Using a ritual at the tomb altar in the Hunter's Dream to break the seal of the old underground labyrinth. Well, the chalice revealed the tomb of the gods. Let blood be the hunter's nourishment, and let you partake in communion. So, we are not exactly going to go use our echoes yet.
The healing church and the blood ministers who belong to it were once guardians of the hunters in the times of the hunter Ludwig. They worked and forged weapons in their unique workshop. Today, most ministers don't recall the hunters, but they have much to offer you. And so, heed the message of your forebears. Ascend to Erden Chapel. Ascend Ascend to Yharnam Chapel. From there, you will find the church workshop. Ascend from...
Okay. Let's see if there's any decent blood gems we picked up. Oh. So just look for the blue number. And our gun. Enough by 1 point. That's okay though. We're going to save our echoes for a particular weapon that we're about to go get. So let's go to the Cathedral Ward. We're going to talk to a couple people before we do what I want us to do.
Ah, the hunter. Thank you. So that old girl, you told her about this place, right? Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but still, I'd rather see her alive anyhow. If you find any saint survivors, well, send them along to Yharnam Chapel, will ya?
Alright, so we have our lonely old deer.
Oh no, I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This whole mess that Yharnam's in, it's all your fault. Stupidity outsiders. Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type. You. Stay away from me. I know all your tricks. You.
Okay. So, first and foremost, let's get this real quick. Little secret passage. We can't exactly use these yet, but we'll get ourselves a little collection going on. Formless Odin. Secret symbol left by Carol, rune smith of Bergenworth. The Great One Odin, like form, exists only in voice and is symbolized by this rune. Those who memorize it enjoy a larger supply of quicksilver bullets. Human or no, the oozing blood is a medium of the highest grade and the essence of the formless Great One, Odin. Both Odin and his inadvertent worshippers surreptitiously seek the precious blood. We also have Messenger Urn Festival, which is another one of their hats. Messengers wear the urns filled with incense that wards off beasts upon their head upside down, suggesting a predilection to the dark. My ankles. I don't know. Part of me still wants to use the stinking. You know what? Let's go back to the. Let's go back. We're going to use the rifle spear. I love it. It sucks. I love it. Let's just go ahead and use it. have a scatter gun attached to it.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes. Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
We're going to use a ritual altar to create a chalice dungeon with a chalice ritual, or search for chalice dungeons created by hunters in other worlds. We're going to create this one. We're not going to go in quite yet. Let's do some things in the base game before we even worry about it. That reminds me too. We have somebody we need to talk to. Before we ascend to Chapel. Oh, she's not here yet. Oh yeah, Doi. I think I have to unlock a particular door first. Well, in the meantime... send this back down just in case. Communion. Another Carol rune. Secret symbol left by Carol Runesmith of Bergenworth. Several runes relate to blood, including Communion, which raises the maximum number of blood vials one may carry. This rune represents the healing church and its ministers. Blood ministration is, of course, the pursuit of communion. Why, Rifle Spear? Why have you forsaken me? I blame the weapon. It's because I didn't stick with the saw cleaver. Put our light back on. Blood-tinged gemstone. Come on, buddy, fight me. Get out of here. There's still time to like fix our little mistake. Yeah, we didn't. I'm starting to think, yeah, we made a mistake in choosing the rifle spear. Yeah, it sucks. Sky and the Cosmos are one. Fire. It's okay though. We can still fix it. We didn't commit too much. So we have a note left by the choir. Now the cool part is, even though we spent all of our blood echoes, we can still gain some back. That's a cool part about early game. You don't really ever mess anything up. You just kind of eventually get it. Radiant Sword Hunter Badge. We'll read the description on that here in a second. This is locked. Oh no. But anyway, one of the badges crafted by the Healing Church, the Radiant Sword, indicates the heirs to the Will of Ludwig. These hunters, also known as Holy Blades, are what remains of an ancient line of heroes that date back to a very early age of honor and chivalry. Got twin bloodstone shards. This is the next upgrade material up. Solid shard that forms in cold blood. After death, a substance in the blood hardens that which does not crystallize. Is called a bloodstone. Workshop. These bloodstones are embedded in weapons to fortify them. So, basically like the large Titanite shards from Dark Souls. Ow. See if I can figure this one out. Nope. There used to be a way, if I remember right, with the point gesture, which I'll try out. good chance that somebody could have my echoes, should not have my echoes. Yep, right there. Sometimes when you die in this area, especially trying to get to the old church workshop, or the old hunter's workshop, sometimes run into a little snag where one of the enemies up higher above will end up getting... Nope. I almost had it that time. You're going to watch me do this and die over and over again. I just know it. Dang, got my echoes, but... Figured I'd check, just in case. I bet they're probably down here. Yep, right here. Got it. The abandoned old workshop. I don't think I had to explain what that sound's supposed to be. So, don't get attached to these. We're selling them soon. But, in the meantime, we will read the descriptions. Discarded doll's hat, likely a spare for dress-up. The deep love for the doll can be surmised by the fine craftsmanship of this article and the care with which it was kept. It borderlines on mania and exudes a slight warmth. We also have a hunter's tool, the old hunter bone. Can't use it because it needs arcane, but Blood of an old hunter whose name was lost. Whose name is lost. It is said that he was an apprentice to old Gehrman and a practitioner of the art of quickening, a technique particular to the first hunters. It is most appropriate that hunters, carriers of the torch, who are sustained by the dream, would tease an old art from its remains. We'll read that here in a second, but as you can see, an abandoned doll. Look in here. Small hair ornament. Let's look at a few things. Small, very ordinary hair ornament. Although it has been lost for quite some time, one can still see signs of the care with which this tasteful ornament was once kept. Its color would stand out most brilliantly against a head of grayish hair. We also picked up something very unique. 1/3 of umbilical cord. A great relic, also known as the cord of the eye. Every infant great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. Used to gain insight, and so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. We are being introduced, along with Madman's knowledge, this concept of the Great Ones, which we know is like Eldritch Wisdom. We know that the Great Ones can have infants, and that's what this umbilical cord is. But every Great One loses its child and yearns for a surrogate, a replacement. This cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream, which means that the hunter's dream is a construct of the Great Ones. This comes into play later, but for the time being, it's not that relevant to the situation as of right now. We have a few things to do. First and foremost,
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire?
let's talk to the doll, see if she says anything different yet.
Over time, countless hunters have visited this dream. The graves here stand in their memory. It all seems so long ago now. Over time, What? What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel. A yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, Hunter. Could this be joy?
Tearstone. Silver shining tearstone, used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. A doll sheds neither blood nor tears, and thus its nature remains unknown. Whoever thinks this is precious must be troubled by severe naivete. A blood gem that fortifies weapons and adds various properties. Created from a shining silver doll tear, this blood gem is a quiet but unfaltering friend that continually restores HP, the life essence of a hunter. Perhaps the doll's creator had wished for just such a friend, albeit in vain. The weapon we want to buy is this, but we need some echoes. Well, we have a few things that we can part with. Trick weapon typically used by healing church hunters. It is said that the silver sword was employed by Ludwig, the first hunter of the church. When transformed, it combines its sheath to form a great sword. The healing church workshop began with Ludwig and departed from old Gehrman's techniques to provide hunters with the means to hunt more terrifying beasts, and perhaps things still worse. We're going to go back to old Yharnam. We're going to farm some wolves real quick. Shouldn't take long. Shouldn't take long at all. Because we want to fully fortify our Holy Blade. This is an insanely good weapon. And it requires 16 bloodstone shards. So, that's what we're going to do. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. Well, we don't need that many. An admirable attempt, but futile all the same. We have enough, of course, but man, why not just go ahead and grab as much as we can for now? Because, I mean, we still have a couple wolves we can kill. I'll take that, thank you. Alright, let's go this way. Around this here corner. Gotcha, buddy. Oh no, it fell through the floor. I'm not losing that. I want it. Give it back. I can't believe that. Well, no, I can. What's this game today? It just we had we had that chart hunter that fell through. Like he somehow got behind that rail and then glitched through the ground and died. Uh, okay, well, whatever. That's a little disappointing, but okay, whatever. We are going to go back to the dream. We're going to fortify our holy blade. We're going to take our good gems off of my stinking rifle spear. I'd say if I would have invested more into what stats actually scale, because if I'm not mistaken, the rifle spear scales with dexterity. Let's find out. Oh yeah, yeah, and I didn't invest so much in the skill. Insane amount of damage. Pretty dang good, if I must say so myself.
Welcome home, good hunter.
Thank you.
What is it you desire?
I desire levels.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength.
Sweet.
Let me stand close.
Cool.
Now shut your eyes.
Okie doke. Oh, see ya. Oops. Anyways, we should probably go ahead and use... It's a good idea to use your echoes and insight. Love you too. Okay. Probably would not be a bad idea to go ahead and buy some of these. And while you're at it, buy some bold hunter's marks. Now, our gun. We need 8. Oh, nah, we can pick up 8, no problem. Okay, so I would say where do I want to go first? Hemwick Charnel Lane. That's where I want to go first. Plus, even though we did go down to the church workshop, or the old workshop, the abandoned workshop, there's some goodies some little shinies when we want to grab on the way down that we are going to be skipping if we use that lantern. So let's just start from the Cathedral Ward, work our way down, and we're going to eventually try to come back towards Yharnam Lane. He screams and moans. Alrighty. Because I want to grab as many goodies as I can. No! No! That's how I do a quick reset. Don't be afraid to use death to your advantage. If it's just faster, go ahead and kill your character and then respawn. Just do it. I would do it for farming all the time when I didn't have both hunter's marks. Give me that. Okay. There's where I fell. There we are. Even though that's just another messenger hat. I mean, look, I like to collect, okay? I like to get the shinies. Hat that messengers are awfully fond of. A nice top hat rounds out any Yharnam gentleman. I agree. As my man is wearing a top hat. Okay, cool. Now, this will help light our way. I see a beam there. Got it. This guy is actually a pretty common enemy in the Chalice dungeons, but not really so much in the base game. Beast Rune. Secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. Transcription of the roar of a labyrinth beast. The bearer of the Beast Rune has accentuated temporary transformation effects. Beast is one of the early Carol runes, as well as one of the first to be deemed forbidden. The discovery of blood entailed the discovery of undesirable beasts. So, Labyrinth Beast, like I said, this guy is pretty common in Chalice dungeons, the Labyrinth. I think this is the only appearance in the main game.
curses. A night to remember. Wouldn't you say, friend?
There's a guy up here. There's a guy up here that he can be very scary for new players. He's very strong, and he will take you to Yharnam if you're not careful. We do not wish to go to Yharnam yet. We'll go down there here in a second. First, I want to unlock a shortcut just in case things go right. Because my rustiness. Oh, I can't go back up here. Yeah, never mind. Let's go ahead and do this real quick, and then we'll unlock the gate. So that is a brain sucker. Let's see if I can. It's a fire gem, which is cool. Let's see if I can't get them to turn over. Yeah. We see stitches on the back of his cranium. Oh, come on, man. There we are. You gotta look at that pretty face. Tendrils, empty eye sockets. Very creepy. This is our first exposure. Very elongated hands too, and feet, if I'm not mistaken. This is our very first exposure to like more eldritch enemies. That is what is considered a kin of the cosmos. A very Lovecraftian kind of enemy, obviously. This is basically this. If you are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, this is this game's version of lithids, you know, mind flayers. These guys are called brain suckers. Mind flayers themselves actually did appear in Demon Souls. take that, thank you. Let's climb the ladder. We have some goodies we want to get. Some shinies. Numbing mist. Throw to create a mist cloud that numbs a hunter's life essence and prevents restoration of HP. Said to be used by the blood hunters of Cainhurst. Its recipe is a secret closely guarded by the line of nobles inhabiting the castle. If you look closely within the globe itself, it seems that the smoke, the steam, forms what would be the outline of Cainhurst itself, but we'll see later. We're going to drop down because we have another hunter's hat that we are going to grab, or a messenger's hat, I should say. Black messenger hat. Hat that messengers are awfully fond of. Symbol of the preventative hunters of the Healing Church. Knew these guys had to be walking around somewhere. Ooh, a blue elixir. Dubious liquid medicine used in strange experiments conducted by high ministers of the Healing Church. A type of anesthetic that numbs the brain. Hunter is able to retain consciousness by force of will, make use of a secondary effect of the medicine, which dilutes their presence while standing still. That's a pretty rare drop from those guys, I gotta say. They normally don't. Cool part about this weapon. Now we have an opportunity to actually capture or actually kill large enemies such as that guy. Gotcha. Gotcha. Bloodshot ice. Material used in a holy chalice ritual. An exquisite eyeball removed quickly after death, perhaps even before. Used to unlock the seal of the old labyrinth hintertombs, which we'll go to in a little while. More bolt hunters marks. But we're going to bypass the main area. We are going to go to another side area. We're going to make our way towards Hemlock Charnel Lane. I'll take these. Don't worry, my friend. I'll put them to good use. Pebble. Oh my goodness. That was a trap and I can't believe I fell for it. But then again, I normally don't go ahead and grab everything here. I swear I saw a glowy, but I could be mistaken. I believe I am mistaken. Bone marrow ash, some thick cold blood, some more thick cold blood. And we ended up grabbing more twin bloodstone shards, which we want. Fun fact about coming here this early too is that there are particular enemies here that if you come after Vicar Amelia, or if you have like 15 insight, I want to say, they appear, but if you have less than that and you come here before Vicar Amelia, they'll never appear. And like Charnel Lane. some of my health back. More twin bloodies.
Do you hear the graveyard murmurs? Then it's almost time. Oh, I can't wait. I just can't wait.
I think a lot of people can gather that folks around Yharnam are not quite right in the head. I think we have some dogs coming up. Come on, man. Oh my goodness. That's far too close for my liking. We're gonna run up here. Ow. Got hammered. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Oh, man. That'd be okay. We'll get everything. You can die. Payback. Alrighty. No twin bloodies here. They're over there. But we have a man here. And a Molotov. We have some twin bloodies over here. How many do we have? Do we have 16? Not quite. We have enough to get to a +5, but not enough for a +6. Not yet, anyway. We'll get there. Oh, you dying. Oh, another waning tempering gem. Pebble. Hooray for Pebble. This leads back down to the lantern. I know, why me? If you come down here and do something, you big fatty. Huh, fatso? Oh, buddy, that was quite a getaway. That was the definition of skin of my teeth. Hey, you. More bloodshot eyeballs. You don't know nothing. Don't you shoot at me. Alrighty. Let's roll on out here. Having a merry old time, we are. Very merry old time. You can knock that off. Just don't knock me off. How many of these do I have now? 4 shy of a full +6. That'd be nice. I know what you're up to. I remember you. I remember this trap. You can't pull one over on me. Some of this is muscle memory. Not all of it, but some of it. Oh my goodness, not you. Give me a minute to deal how I want to do. I'm over here. Need glasses? I mean, I thought my eyesight was bad. That was just pitiful what you did. Okay. So watch out because we got them aggroed now. Oh my goodness. That was hairier than I wanted it to be. Not as hairy as I thought it could be. It definitely could have been much worse. That gave me a small heart attack. When they all started running like that, I was like, yeah, this is how this is how I die. Well, I got more bone marrow ash. Do you want some? As for you, Giggles, you can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. It's just a regular bloodstone shard. Some thick cold blood. If I remember right, there's a trap. Oh my goodness, there's a trap. Somebody's nearby. Got the lake room. Okay, I think I might have killed everybody. Alright, so the lake. Coral rune that transcribes in human sounds. This is a transcription of the Great One's inhuman voice ripples like a watery reflection. This rune means lake, and those who memorize it enjoy reduced physical damage. Great volumes of water serve as a bulwark, guarding sleep and an augur of the Eldritch truth. Overcome this hindrance and seek what is yours. I'm out of here. I messed up the backstab. Boy, he's mad. You wanna fight me? Come on. We're gonna kirk you away from your backup dancers. Gotcha. We need some range. Oh no. No. No, please. I'm sorry. Don't kill me. That was like the most honest no I've ever done. Wouldn't be so bad if I would actually level my health, would it? Oh, the drama. Oh, the drama. Oh, we got a triangular shaped gem. Oh, my heart. I feel it in my bones. There is a feller that drops down. There he is. Madman's knowledge. Ah, don't be a coward. Fight him. Where's she at? I know she's somewhere. I can't remember where she is. I know she's over in this area somewhere. Where are you at, lady? There you are. Remember the other one. Because I want to try to get them pretty close together, health-wise. That's where you are. Oh no, 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 this is how everything goes wrong. How I didn't die. There was a few close calls. Quite a few close calls. The cool part is, not only is Hemwick Charnel Lane, like, not only does it have a lot of Twin Blood Stone Shards, it also has another very important hunter tool that we need. The rune workshop tool. All those Carol runes we've been picking up, we can now use if we wish. Runesmith Carol, student of Bergenworth, transcribed the inhuman utterings of the Great Ones into what are now called Carol runes. The hunter who retrieves this workshop tool can etch Carol runes into the mind to attain their wondrous strength. Provost Willem would have been proud of Carol's runes, as they do not rely upon blood in any measure. We have quite a few echoes. Almost have it. Not quite. Let's hold off just a little longer.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes. Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
I'll leave this alone for a minute. Go ahead and start buying. I mean, we could always... It's a good idea to spend your echoes. Always a good idea. Let's go back to the Cathedral Ward. Let's talk to Eileen. I think Eileen should be there by now. Unless I needed to open up the other gate.
Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad. And he's my mark. Don't go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. I have business there first.
So we're about to get a little glimpse into what Eileen's profession is. She's a hunter, but not any regular old hunter. She's a hunter that specifically specializes in hunting other hunters that have gone mad. We have Henrik, should be over here. That went swimmingly. Picked up the air rune, which is something we do want, and we will equip. Gold rune that transcribes inhuman sounds. The air sees sentimentality in the warmth of blood, and acknowledges visceral attacks as one of the darker hunters. Perhaps the air is a hunter who bears the echoing will of those before him.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks. We made it with our lives. You're not bad at all. You must have killed Gascoigne as well, then. He was falling apart, I'm sure it had to be done. But try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts. Leave the hunting of hunters to me. Try to keep your hands clean. Leave the hunting of hunters to me.
Alright, so we've gotten her. We're at a checkpoint with hers. So we won't be following Eileen until near the end of the game. Eileen is starting to show her age. Why she breathes so heavily. Now we noticed that we had the lonely old deer in the cathedral ward. We did not have the little girl. Red ribbon that messengers are oddly fond of. The thick, pungent red was drawn from the organs of some unfortunate victim. A strange choice indeed, but perhaps for the messengers wearing this accessory constitutes a form of mourning. And so we have the revelation of the fate of daughter Gascoigne. We're going to go back to the Hunter's Dream. I'm going to equip a couple runes, and then I think I'm going to call it quits for a minute. Take a break, and I'll probably stream again after a little while. But we don't have enough to level up, but that's okay. Memory Altar. Memorize the Carol rune to acquire Eldritch Strength. We're going to equip the air. We're not going to equip anything else right now. I can't think of anything that would be beneficial to us at this moment, so we'll just leave it well enough alone for the moment. We're going to go over here. I think we can buy Henrik's armor set now. Yep. Hunter's hat, worn by Henrik the Old Hunter. The taciturn old hunter Henrik was once partners with Father Gascoigne, and though they were a fierce and gallant duo, their partnership led to Henrik's tragically long life. Henrik's unique yellow garb is resistant to bolts and will be of great help to any hunter who has inherited the onus of the hunt. So, I think that quite does it for now. As always, guys, thank you for joining me. Take care. God bless. I'll see you on the other side. I plan on taking a little break and streaming again soon. So for those viewers, past, present, and future, thank you for joining me. Take care, guys.